my colleagues want to try to do, this sticks with people. When you're in a situation like this, and as dark of a day as this was, and as brutal as the insurrection was, as we've seen very vividly in video and testimony in the select committee in the last couple of weeks, it has a weight. It carries a weight on you as an officer. So we have to make sure we're getting these officers help, that we're not sweeping this on the rug, that we continue to try to find truth and accountability to make sure that this doesn't happen again, and we do right by them. And that's exactly what we're doing with the select committee, and that's exactly what we're going to continue to do overall whenever some of my GOP colleagues try to turn their backs on this.
You know, in some cases, more than even turning backs, right? There's something insidious that's happening, at least in right-wing media, which is that after Officer Michael Fanone and others gave emotional testimony, they were openly mocked and ridiculed by these television entertainers. Listen to this.
I'm having a real hard time believing a lot of what I'm hearing because the video doesn't back up nearly all of it. One officer said he thought it was going to be the moment he died. Well, there were no guns at this place.
Watch Fanone cite the psychological trauma he endured as an excuse for ditching our Bill of Rights.
I've been left with the psychological trauma and the emotional anxiety of having survived such a horrific event.
The award for best use of an exaggeration in a supporting role, the winner is Aquilino Gonell. And for best performance in an action role, the winner is Michael Fanone.
Their very reality is being denied and mocked. My morning co-anchor, Brianna Keilar, who's in a military family, noted to me this morning that when engagements in the military, but I think law enforcement is the same thing, become political, it only increases post-traumatic stress. I wonder if you can speak to that.
Well, it does. It's blaming of the victim. You know, we have a real big problem with stigma and mental health in America, writ large, not just with respect to officers post-January 6th. We don't deal with this well as a society. It's one of the reasons why we have over 20 veterans a day take their lives, because there is this mentality that somehow coming to get help is a sign of weakness, when in reality, getting help for something that is beyond the normal human experience is actually a sign of strength, because it means you can be healthy, it means you can take care of your family, you can do your job, you can complete your mission. And that's something we've been trying to work on in the military as a member of the Armed Services Committee and as a veterans advocate, but it also applies to officers and first responders in a lot of different contexts, including this one. So people blaming the victim actually just exacerbates that. It helps contribute to the problem that we're trying to combat, to save lives. But even more so, you know, some of those clips were bad, but there is a much deeper, darker, and sinister element to this. Let's not forget that Donald Trump, in his full depravity, has encouraged violence, has let loose an extremist movement in America. It is a very dangerous time to be a member of Congress. Michael Fanone and others are getting death threats. You know, some officers were actually shot at. One was killed not too long ago outside of the Capitol. There is an extremist and a very sinister element to this beyond just the sweeping under the rug or the blaming of the victim that we have to pay attention to as well.
Congressman Jason Crow, we always appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being